CJ and Josh had gone out for the day, so somebody else was making the guests breakfast. Miss Smiley.
Good morning, Grandpa.
Morning.
Eggs, bacon, sausages, hash browns.
Grandpa wasn't listening. He was looking very confused.
The table's in a different place, and the kettle and the toaster and Wolfie. And what's Gordon doing on the table? What have you been up to, Miss Smiley?
I've changed everything around to make cooking easier for Jules and CJ. I know what I'm doing when it comes to kitchens, Grandpa. It looks almost as good as my cafe.
Did they ask you to change things?
Oh, no. It's going to be a nice little surprise. It looks much, much better.
Yes, today, Miss Smiley was making changes for the better.
In fact, I'm going to Mr. Whoops's toy shop this morning to make some changes there too.
But the toy shop doesn't need changing. We love it how it is, don't we, Elsie?
It's the best toy shop in the world.
Oh, don't worry. I'm only going to move things around a bit to make things safer. Then maybe Mr. Whoops won't have so many little accidents.
Perhaps I should come and help you, give you a hand.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Grandpa. But I don't think you'd be much help.
Miss Smiley put 3 yummy breakfasts into Upsy Downsy.
Elsie could come, though. But you'd better stay and have a little lie down. I'll go upstairs and serve the guests. Then we can get going, Elsie.
What if Mr. Whoops doesn't like the changes? What if they make him have more little accidents? I think Miss Smiley needs stopping.
Not the shrinking cup, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
You know what happens when Grandpa shrinks. He can run and jump about all over the place. Sometimes he flies around in Jason's toy plane. Or he drives his little car. Or he climbs into the Sunnysands train and chuffs about. But today he was here.
Elsie, open the door!
And Gordon, the toy seagull, and off he flew.
Where's Grandpa? I didn't mean for him to go for a lie down straight away. Oh, he hasn't even touched his breakfast.
So, I went with Miss Smiley in Mr. Whoops's car, and Grandpa flew on Gordon the seagull. And because Miss Smiley and Mr. Whoops are now married, Miss Smiley has her own key to the toy shop. What's that?
It's a jukebox. It plays all your favourite songs. Isn't it beautiful?
While Miss Smiley was looking at the jukebox, Grandpa flew in. Can I have a go? Please, Miss Smiley.
Oh, well, not now, dear. I need to move it first. It's in the way here, and Mr. Whoops will bump into it. All right.
Grandpa stood by the sweet jars and watched Miss Smiley move the jukebox. He wasn't happy. Then she said,
Now, let's change the sweet jars. If we put them on a lower shelf, they'll be easy for Mr. Whoops to reach.
Any moment, Miss Smiley was going to see Grandpa. He had to find another place to hide. So, he jumped down and climbed up the toy shelves. And then Miss Smiley said,
Now, let's change the toy shelves.
Miss Smiley, they might be there for a reason.
Oh, it'll be fine, dear. So they're not so jumbled up. And Mr. Whoops can find things more easily.
I couldn't do anything to stop her. Luckily, Grandpa escaped.
Oh, that was close.
Soon, Miss Smiley had put all the toys onto the sweet shelves and all the sweets onto the toy shelves.
I think the changes look great. I'm sure it'll be much safer for Mr. Whoops.
But Grandpa didn't think so.
Now, we're going to go into the storeroom to make some changes there too. Mr. Whoops is always having little accidents in there.
So I couldn't talk to Grandpa. Then, who turned up?
Whoops!
Mr. Whoops.
How could I be so clumsy? Oh, Mr. Whoops, my lovely jubbly hubby.
What's all this? The jukebox has moved. And the toys are where the sweets should be. And the sweets are where the toys should be. Who did that?
I did. Do you like it?
No, I don't. I don't like it at all. It all has to go back where it was.
Oh, don't do that, Mr. Whoops.
The jars should be near the counter so I can weigh the sweets. And the toys should be over here so the children can play with them.
I was only trying to make things safer for you, so you wouldn't have more little whoops. Accidents.
Well, it hasn't worked.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
Oh, but it was.
Miss Smiley, I've done what you wanted.
Thank you, Elsie. Come and see what changes we've made in the storeroom.
You've changed my storeroom. Just because we're married doesn't mean you can change everything. Not my storeroom. Anything but my storeroom.
At last, I could talk to Grandpa.
This is worse than I expected. We can't have Miss Smiley and Mr. Whoops falling out.
But how can we make them be friends again?
I've got an idea, but I'm going to need your help. First of all,
I want everything in the storeroom changed back to how it was.
Don't be a silly sausage.
Me? A sausage? I am not a sausage. And I'm definitely not a silly sausage. You're a bossy banana.
Me? A bossy banana? But I don't even look like a banana.
Excuse me.
Well, you're bossy enough for a banana.
Please, can I...
Bananas are not bossy.
Sausages aren't silly.
Please, can I have a go on the jukebox?
What?
Well, yes, of course you can, Elsie.
Just put a coin in, dear.
And choose a song.
While Miss Smiley and Mr. Whoops were busy being cross, Grandpa ran up to the jukebox and jumped inside. I put the coin in and pretended to choose a song.
Teamwork, that is what we want to see. Teamwork, oh yes we do. Teamwork, that's the way it's gotta be. Teamwork for me and you. When things are tough and you're falling out, don't call each other names and don't you shout.
You can't go on feeling angry forever.
It's so much better when you do things together. Teamwork, that is what we want to see. Teamwork, oh yes we do. Teamwork, that's the way it's gotta be. Teamwork for me and you. Teamwork, that is what we want to see. Teamwork, oh yes we do. Teamwork, that's the way it's gotta be. Teamwork for me and you. Teamwork, that is what we want to see. Teamwork, oh yes we do. Teamwork, that's the way it's gotta be. Teamwork for me and you. Teamwork for me and you. Teamwork for me and you.
Whoops! I'm sorry I called you a bossy banana.
And I'm sorry I called you a silly sausage, my lovely jubbly hubby.
Ah, wonder wife of mine.
While Miss Smiley and Mr. Whoops were making up, Grandpa jumped out of the jukebox. His job was done, and it was time to go home.
Oh, you know, now I think about it, I'm sure I could get used to the changes.
You're just saying that to be kind, Mr. Whoops. Now I think about it, I can see that things should go back where they were.
Really? Oh, I am glad. I'll help you.
So we started putting everything back. Grandpa had landed in the courtyard. He took off his cap and came back to his normal size. Now all he had to do was to put the kitchen back the way it was. Then I came home.
Elsie, did everything go all right after I left?
Yes, I'm so glad Miss Smiley and Mr. Webb's made up.
Me too. We did it together, as always.
Teamwork.
Grandpa, you're up and about, I see, and undoing all my changes.
Oh, and I thought maybe CJ and Jules wouldn't like it, so perhaps it's best to ask them first.
You're so right. Now, can we try again with breakfast? Eggs, bacon, sausages, hash browns.
Sounds good. I'll help. Teamwork, that is what we want to see. Teamwork.
How funny! Oh, we were listening to that song in the toy shop earlier, weren't we, Elsie?
Yes, that's my favourite song.
Mine too.
Sunnysands for the summer with the lighthouse, the pier, the boats in the harbour and our beach hut on the lovely sandy beach. I was at home with Grandpa and Wolfie. Uncle CJ had gone to the beach to hire out some bikes.
Just bring them back this afternoon. Have a good time.
Just then, the door of the beach hut next to ours opened and guess who stepped out?
Morning!
Mr. Grater, the creator. Mr. Grater, as you may know, is an inventor like Mr. Mentor. But, as Grandpa always says, usually Mr. Grater is up to no good.
So, Mr. Grater, what brings you to Sunnysands? Are you inventing something?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm here for a holiday. I've rented this beach hut for the week.
Then they heard...
Homemade ice creams, lots of lovely flavours.
It was Miss Smiley.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Greator. Now, would you like an ice cream? All homemade.
Oh, you bet. I'll have a double choc chip with a double dollop of chocolate sauce and a strawberry on the top sundae, please.
Coming up.
Make it a triple dollop.
Here you are. My own secret recipe.
Secret, did you say?
I keep all my secret recipes in this book. You see?
Really? They're all in that book?
Oh, yes. But I never let it out of my sight. If somebody stole my ice cream recipes, well, they could start an ice cream factory and make lots and lots of money.
Lots of money?
But I'm sure nobody would ever do anything as naughty as that.
She put the book away and Mr. Grater did this.
Ah! A crusty crab! Where are your feet? It's coming to nip your toes!
I hate crusty crabs, please. Somebody get rid of it.
Oh, leave it to me.
Uncle CJ was so busy calming Miss Smiley down that he didn't see what Mr. Grater did next.
All clear, all clear. The crusty crab is gone.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm so sorry to get into such a state about a crusty crab, but I just can't help it.
If I were you, I'd move on, in case it comes back.
Oh, yes. Goodbye, everybody. Love to Grandpa. Have a lovely day.
Then Mr. Grater suddenly let out a huge yawn.
Oh, I feel so tired. I think I need to go for a rest in my beach hut. And nobody must disturb me.
Mr. Grater hurried into his beach hut and shut the door. Strange noises started coming from inside. Didn't sound like somebody having a rest. Uncle CJ came back to the mill on the marsh and told us all about it.
And then Mr. Grater started banging about in the beach hut. I'm sure he was up to no good.
Mr. Greator is always up to no good.
Anyway, I've got sandwiches to make.
What no good is Mr. Grater up to this time, Grandpa?
I don't know, but we've got to do some detective work, and I'm a better detective when I'm small. Excuse me.
Not the shrinking cat, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can.
You know what happens when Grandpa shrinks. He jumps onto things, he climbs up things, and does loop-de-loops in the plane. And he zooms around in Jason's toy car. Today, Grandpa was just about to jump on Gordon, the seagull, when Uncle CJ came in, so he had to hide.
Is that a call from Miss Smiley asking if we've seen her secret ice cream recipe book? She's lost it.
Lost it?
Or has someone taken it, I wonder?
That's really odd.
Oh, I'm sure it'll turn up. Can't see Grandpa anywhere. He must have gone for a little lie down.
I had to get Uncle CJ out of the room so Grandpa could leave.
Oh, I'm so hungry. I could eat a gazillion pizzas and 100 yogurts and a whole bowl of fruit salad.
How about a nice sandwich?
That's a great idea. Let's go now.
As soon as we'd left, Grandpa jumped onto Gordon. And he flew out of the window.
Whee! This way, Gordon. Fast as you can.
And in no time at all, he arrived at the beach. There was definitely something going on inside the beach hut. Detective Grandpa decided to investigate. And this is what he found.
Ta-da! My super speedy Sunday squirter! A work of genius!
It's an ice cream maker.
Mr. Grater picked up Miss Smiley's secret recipe book.
And that's Miss Smiley's book.
Now to make some super speedy ice cream sundaes. I'm going to be so rich!
Got to stop him.
Peaches.
Grandpa had to get inside the machine, so he did this.
Chocolate.
And then he did this.
More strawberries!
Now, usually, Grandpa tries to fix inventions. But this time, he was trying to break one.
Now, to start selling ice cream!
I didn't know all this was happening. We were eating our sandwiches when Miss Smiley arrived.
Miss Smiley, are you all right? Oh dear, you've lost your smile.
I can't find my secret ice cream recipe book anywhere. Are you sure you haven't got it?
Sorry, no, but we can go back to the beach and look for it, can't we, Uncle CJ?
Of course.
Oh, thank you. I've run out of ice creams, and I can't make any more without my recipe book. Roll up! Roll up! Get a super speedy squirt of sundae here!
Grandpa was hiding in the strawberries, and he couldn't escape. Then we turned up to look for Miss Smiley's book.
It's not here. You go that way, and I'll go this way.
Right. Come on, Josh.
And that's when we saw Mr. Grater's invention.
I thought you were on holiday, Mr. Grater.
Oh, well, you know how it is. We inventors just can't stop inventing, no matter how hard we try.
I was really worried about Grandpa. I knew he'd be here somewhere. Then suddenly, I saw him. He wanted me to get him out. But before I could grab him, Uncle CJ said...
So what does this invention actually do?
This is my super speedy sundae squirter. It makes ice cream sundaes, lots and lots of them, all at the same time, just like a factory. It's going to make me very, very rich.
I see. And where did you get your ice cream recipes from, Mr. Grater?
Well, that's a secret, I'm afraid.
Just then, our bike customers came back.
Oh, you're back. Good ride.
Yeah, brilliant.
My ice cream customers, welcome, welcome.
This was my chance to rescue Grandpa. I picked him up and put him in my pocket.
Come and buy a super speedy sundae from my super speedy sundae squirter.
I've made sure the machine doesn't work properly.
Good. Keep your head down.
Now then, how about a double chocolate chip with a double dollop of chocolate sauce and a strawberry on the top sundae?
Yes, please.
Right, I just push this button here and here. Oh, hang on. It doesn't seem to be working. Oh.
Then this happened. Grandpa had broken the machine, so the customers ran away.
serves him right.
Greater, let me help you get cleaned up. Come on. Come and step into my hut. There we go. Oh, dear.
The secret recipe book is in Mr. Greater's beach hut.
Of course it is.
Oh, it's no good. I can't find it. What's that?
It's a super speedy Sunday squirter.
Is it now?
Miss Smiley, I found your secret recipe book. It was in Mr. Greater's beach hut.
Yes. Well, I wanted to borrow it from you. I wanted to invent an ice cream making machine as a special surprise. So I needed to see your recipes.
So it's a present for me, is it?
Oh, yes. Just for you. Especially for you.
Well, that's very kind, Mr. Greator. But I make all my ice creams by hand. Oh, thank you for finding my recipe book, Josh. Now I can go and make some more ice cream.
Uncle CJ brought us back home in Campo. I ran in ahead and took Grandpa out of my pocket. He took off his cap and came back to his normal size.
Oh, thanks for rescuing me, Josh. If it wasn't for you, I'd still be in the super speedy Sunday squirter.
And without you, Miss Smiley would still be looking for her secret recipe book. It was teamwork.
Teamwork.
Oh, Grandpa, you're up at last. Sorry we left you on your own for so long. You must have been really bored.
Oh, not at all. I was quite busy.
How about a nice ice cream sundae to make up for it?
Oh, no. Not ice cream. Anything but ice cream.
It was a lovely day at the mill on the marsh. My brother Josh and my cousin Jason had gone on a tennis course, so I had Grandpa all to myself.
Snap. Ha ha! 2 Panica pot plants. Wow.
We were playing Dumble Twit Snap when Jemima came in.
Jemima.
You look amazing. Where did you get that top?
I made it, my own design.
Jemima is doing a fashion course this summer, but she'd come home for the weekend.
Right, me and Dad are going to pick Barnaby up from the station.
Barnaby was Jemima's new boyfriend, and he was coming round for tea. I can't wait to meet him. He sounds really cool.
He is incredibly cool, the coolest boyfriend ever. That's why I'm so worried.
What do you mean?
Well, you know what Mum and Dad can be like. Really embarrassing. And as for Great Aunt Loretta...
Oh, don't worry, we'll all be on our very best behaviour, won't we, Elsie?
Promise. Yes, we were all going to be on our best behaviour for Barnaby.
Ready, Jemima? Shall we go in Queenie?
Okay. But no singing ooh-wee and up she rises in front of Barnaby.
I don't sing it like that.
You do.
Come on. We're off.
I've made heaps of sandwiches and a huge chocolate cake, so we're all ready for Barnaby.
Excellent. I better go and tidy up.
Good idea, Grandpa. No need to rush. We're well ahead. In fact, I've even got time to practice my new hobby.
Auntie Jules' new hobby was this, dancing the Sunnysands summer stomp. Soon, Jemima, Uncle CJ and Barnaby were on their way back to the mill. And Jemima said...
There's the mill, Barnaby.
And Uncle CJ said...
Ooh-way and up she rises, ooh-way and up she rises.
And Jemima said...
Dad?
And Uncle CJ said...
Sorry.
And soon they arrived in the meadow.
Oh, they're here! Barnaby! Welcome to the mill on the marsh. I'm Jules, Jemima's mum.
Hi. This is such a cool place.
Mum, why are you dressed like that?
It's the Sunnysands summer stomp. It's my latest hobby.
Have you ever danced the Sunnysands Summer Stomp, Barnaby? It's great fun.
They started dancing, but Jemima couldn't bear it.
Stop it now!
Whoa, Jemima, it's okay.
No, it's not. Come on, Barnaby, let's go inside and get something to eat.
and Jemima took Barnaby off to the kitchen.
Sorry about my parents. They are so uncool. I never dress up and dance about like that. Never.
Oh, Elsie, come and meet Barnaby.
Hi!
Hi.
Elsie, you sit over here, CJ over there, and save this seat for Grandpa. He's still tidying himself up.
Well, this is amazing. Is this all for us?
Apparently not.
It was Great Aunt Loretta.
It's only me.
That's all I need.
I saw you had visitors, so I thought I'd come and say hello. Who is this young man with the funny hairdo?
This is Jemima's boyfriend, Barnaby.
Boyfriend, eh? Boyfriend. Ooh, I'm Great Aunt Loretta. If I'd known you were coming, I'd have made you a sardine and strawberry trifle. Oh, I'm so hungry I could eat a hippo. Pass me them sandwiches, Barnacle.
It's Barnaby.
Oh, I've been so busy having a clear out, I forgot to have lunch. Anyway, I found something of yours, Jemima. Ooh. Fetch me that box, Barnacle.
It's Barnaby.
Jules, you remember this. Look at this, look at this. Oh.
And she took out a funny doll.
I bought you this, do you remember? Used to be your favourite little dolly.
It's revolting. I've never seen it before in my life.
Oh, don't tell fibs. You used to love her. She's a bit broken now, but you used to pull the string, make her talk.
I remember you used to run around saying, I want to dance, I want to dance.
Jemima was really embarrassed.
Around in your little lacy petticoat.
No, I didn't. Honestly, Barnaby, I never did. I'd never do something as uncool as that. You're all impossible.
And Jemima ran upstairs.
Go and ask Grandpa to go up and see her, Elsie. He'll make her feel better. He always does.
I don't know what all the fuss is about. I'm always dancing around in my little lacy petticoat. Aren't you, Barnacle?
Barnaby!
I fetched Grandpa straight away. Jemima was upset.
It's not so bad, is it?
It is. Mum's dressed in silly clothes, Dad's singing and dancing, and Great Aunt Loretta's just told Barnaby that I used to dance around in a lacy petticoat with this stupid doll.
He doesn't mind. I like him, and I'm sure he likes us.
I bet he really thinks we're the uncoolest family in the universe. It's not fair. Why can't everyone be totally normal like you, Grandpa?
Well, nobody's totally normal, not really. Now, why don't you dry those tears and go back downstairs? Everything's going to be all right. I promise.
Jemima felt so much better now.
Aren't you going to come down too, Grandpa?
Yes, very soon. I think I'll just have a little lie down first.
Okay.
Come on now. Off you go.
But don't be too long.
I won't. I've got to try and make Jemima calm down and relax, and I've got an idea. But you're going to have to help me, Elsie.
Not the shrinking cat, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
You know what happens when Grandpa shrinks. He runs and jumps about all over the place. He can zoom around in Jason's car. And fly in his toy plane. He even makes my Mrs. Ostrich fly, which is amazing, because ostriches can't fly, actually. But today, he was staying right here because his plan was this. He'd dressed up in Jemima's doll's clothes.
How do I look?
Well, you'll need some hair or everyone will recognise you. And a string on your back to pull.
Have a look in Auntie Jules's bits and bobs box. She usually has some wool in there. Use that to make the string and make me some yellow plaits.
OK, I'll try. So I set to work. Downstairs in the kitchen, things weren't going too well.
Green gloop. Oh, this'll put hairs on your chest.
Great Aunt Loretta's green gloop is spinach and sprout shake. Her favourite.
Drink it up. Come on, it'll do you good, Barnacle.
How many more times? It's Barnaby, Barnaby, Barnaby! Come on, let's go to the meadow.
Jemima, I haven't drank it yet.
Well, I'll have it then.
And Great Great Aunt Loretta took a huge gulp of gloop. Soon, Grandpa had his woolly plaits on, a string in his back, and I'd used Jemima's lip gloss to give him some rosy cheeks.
Better?
Much better. Now what, Grandpa?
Right. Now you can take me downstairs.
Jemima and Barnaby were sitting in the meadow, but they didn't know what to say to each other.
So, right.
Yeah. Well, I suppose you want to go home now.
Just then, I came into the meadow, holding the dancing doll. But actually, it was Grandpa.
Please, Elsie, not the horrid old doll. She doesn't even work.
She does now. Let me show you.
No, take her away.
No, go on. I want to hear it.
I put Grandpa on the table. Then I pulled the string, and Grandpa did this.
Dance with me. How happy you will be if you dance with me.
She's cute. In a weird sort of way. Make her talk again, Elsie.
Dance with me. How happy you will be if you dance with me.
Hey, you did used to dance around with her, didn't you?
Yeah, okay.
That's cool. I used to dance around with my toy giraffe.
Grandpa's plan was working.
Dance with me. How happy you will be if you dance with me.
I think we should dance now.
You do?
Yeah. Hey, we could do the Sunnysands summer stomp.
We'd done it. Jemima had cheered up.
Take me inside now. I want to get changed.
So I picked him up. It's all sorted. Jemima and Barnaby are doing the Sunnysands summer stomp.
The what?
Oh, I love a good stomp, me. Come on, let's go and join them.
So they all rushed off to the meadow. Jemima and Barnaby were dancing and laughing and having a great time.
Family are all really cool. I might even change my name to Barnacle.
Go on, I dare you. Come and join in, everyone. There's plenty of hankies and bells for everyone.
Meanwhile, I put the clothes back on the little doll and Grandpa took off his cap.
We did it, Elsie. We got Jemima to calm down and relax. Well done with the yellow plaits.
It was just teamwork, Grandpa.
You're right. Teamwork. Now off you go and join the others.
Now I was doing the Sunnysands summer stomp too, and Grandpa came out to watch us.
Grandpa, at last, you were ages.
Oh, sorry, everything all right now?
Fine, no problem at all. Come and say hello to Barnaby, he's desperate to meet you.
Good, and then how happy will you be if you dance with me?
Please, don't do that in front of Barnaby.
Sunnysands is called Sunnysands because it's sunny and it's sandy and it's right by the sea. I was spending the whole summer here with my little sister Elsie. We were staying with Auntie Jules and Uncle CJ at the Mill on the Marsh. Auntie Jules had taken Elsie out to buy a new summer dress, so I got Grandpa all to myself.
And so our hero escapes from Bongle Island.
Uncle CJ was doing some last-minute tidying up because a new guest was about to arrive.
He's early. Oh, put that stuff away, please, Josh.
Who's the new guest?
Rodney Ramshackle, very pleased to meet you.
Rodney Ramshackle. Ramshackle, eh? Unfortunate name.
Why? What does it mean?
Well, ramshackle means you're all over the place. You know, chaotic, a mess. I hope it's not as bad as he sounds.
In here, this room. Jolly good. Oh, I seem to have got something cool.
I think he is.
Oh, what a fabulous place.
Come and meet the family.
Oh, oh dear. Pleased to meet you. Very pleased indeed. Oh, yes. I can tell I'm going to be very happy here.
Are you planning to stay for a long time?
Oh, it's the cases. Made you think... No, these are all my souvenirs. I'll show you.
Rodney's a souvenir salesman.
beach huts, shells, seagulls, coloured sand, you name it, I've got it.
Yes, Rodney Ramshackle wanted everyone to buy a souvenir of Sunnysands.
Looks like you've got a lot of souvenirs to sell, Rodney.
I have. Mrs. Ramshackle, that's my dear mother, she usually helps me, but she's poorly. She hurt her leg when she tripped over one of my glow-in-the-dark lighthouses. All my fault. She's had to stay behind.
Oh dear, sorry to hear that.
So, to make up for it, I'm going to sell every single one of my souvenirs, and I'm not going home until I do.
We'd be happy to help.
Oh no, I've got to do this all by myself. I can't have any help. For Mother, you see, I want to make her proud of me.
Best of luck.
I know what to say. She's written all the words down for me. Now, I've got the piece of paper here somewhere.
Then Rodney's phone rang.
That'll be Mother, making sure I'm all right. Hello, Mother. This is your Rodney.
Now, Rodney, my lovely boy, I want you to keep very calm. Do you hear, dearie?
She wants me to keep very calm.
Yes, we heard.
Just concentrate really hard on the words, dearie. I know you can do it all by yourself.
She knows I can do it.
All by yourself, yes, we heard.
I'll make you as proud as Punch, Mum. I will, I promise.
Rodney was very nervous about doing this without his mum.
I will clean my teeth and wash behind both my ears. Bye. Right. I'd better get to Miss Smiley's cafe. That's where I'm going to sell everything.
Well, Josh and I need to go to the cafe to pick up some cupcakes. Would you like a lift in Campo?
Oh no, that will be helping. And I'm not letting anyone help me.
Up to you.
Oh, no, I can manage. There we go.
I'll see you out.
Ramshackle by name and ramshackle by nature.
I think he is going to need some help. Don't you, Grandpa?
I do, but we'll have to help him without him knowing because he's determined to do it all by himself. Good job, I've got this.
Not the shrinking cat, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can.
When Grandpa shrinks, he likes to run and jump about all over the place, and I just can't stop him. He does loop-the-loops in Jason's plane. He zooms around in the toy car. Come back! He chaffs about in the Sunnysands train. Today he was going to take the helicopter, but Uncle CJ came in.
Oh, I didn't know Grandpa was going for a little lie down. Come on, Josh.
Now was Grandpa's chance. He took off and flew out of the window. So off we went in Campo. And Uncle CJ said,
We should have asked Grandpa if he wanted to come with us. He doesn't get out much.
I didn't know what to say to that, so I just said,
Windy today, isn't it?
and it was windy. When we arrived at Miss Smiley's cafe, there was no sign of Grandpa. Rodney Ramshackle was already there and already causing chaos. And Miss Smiley's lovely niece Jasmine was trying to help him. But
Thank you, Jazz, but I'll do this all by myself. For Mother, you see. I want to make her proud.
Okay, Rodney. Whatever you say. Ah, CJ! You've come for your cupcakes.
How many was it you wanted?
4.
I was worried about Grandpa. He should have been here by now. The winds were very strong and he was finding it hard going.
Thanks, Jazz. Come on, Josh. Back to the mill.
I had to wait for Grandpa, so I needed an idea.
Can we have an ice cream sundae? Please. They look so yummy.
They do, don't they? Go on, why not?
At last, Grandpa arrived. By now, the cafe was full of customers. He crept in while nobody was looking. Well, nobody except me. And he was just in time, because Rodney Ramshackle was about to do his selling.
Come on, Rodney. You can do it. Ladies and jelly babies, gentlemen, today I would like to show you all of my souvenirs. Souvenirs of, where are we? Breezy Beach, wafty waves, Sunnysands. No, that's not right either. I've forgotten everything. I'm a hopeless souvenir salesman, hopeless.
Grandpa tried to get closer, but then Rodney fell off the stage.
Rodney!
I saw something move. A mouse.
In my auntie's cafe? Impossible. You're just getting yourself in a state, Rodney.
This was a disaster. Rodney Ramshackle had nearly seen Grandpa.
Let me help you. No, you mustn't. I have to do this all by myself.
Grandpa needed to talk to me. Grandpa!
We knew Rodney would need help, and we were right. But I can't think of how to do it.
If only he had his mother. It doesn't look like he can do anything without Mrs. Ramshackle.
Josh, you're a genius. You've just given me an idea. Now, this is what we'll do.
Uncle CJ and Jasmine were trying to calm Rodney down.
If I can't remember the words, then I won't sell any souvenirs. And then Mother will never be proud of me. I so miss Mother.
Why don't you just read the words off the piece of paper?
No, I'm supposed to know them.
Well, maybe I could read them for you.
No, that would be cheating.
Oh, I give up.
Maybe an ice cream sundae would help.
How many more times? I don't want any help.
Oh, then, have one just for fun.
It was time to put Grandpa's plan into action. He ran over to Rodney's suitcase. He was looking for something. And he found it. Rodney's words. Grandpa was ready. Now it was up to me.
Rodney, what if you imagined your mother was with you and you could hear her doing your speech?
Do you think that would help me remember the words?
That's a great idea. You'll still be doing it all by yourself. Why don't you give it a go?
I will. I'll think really hard about Mother and imagine her saying the words in my head. Is that what you mean, Josh?
Exactly.
Grandpa was standing by.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I would like to show you all of my lovely souvenirs of...
Sunnysands, dearie.
Sunnysands. I have some lovely...
Lighthouses.
lighthouses that glow in the dark.
And don't forget the pretty beach huts.
Pretty beach huts, which are also money boxes.
Do tell them about the cheeky seagulls.
Cheeky seagulls, which would look rather nice in
And
the
once he'd
bathroom.
got going, he didn't need Mrs. Ramshackle.
Magnets.
Grandpa had done it.
Cockle shell soaps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And much, much more. All at very reasonable prices. So please, come and take a closer look.
Now everyone wanted to buy Rodney's souvenirs. Grandpa's job was done, so he ran out of the cafe. He wanted to get home before we did. He managed it just in time. Grandpa landed the helicopter, took off his shrinking cap, and came back to his normal size. As soon as we got home, I ran in to find Grandpa.
Josh, we did it. You, me,
And Mrs. Ramshackle. And it was all because of teamwork. I bought a squeaky shark for Wolfie and a fishy fridge magnet for you. As a souvenir.
perfect. It will always remind me of Rodney.
Grandpa, you're up. I'll make some tea and we can have cupcakes.
Oh, good. I'm thirsty. All that talking.
Rodney was brilliant. He sold all his souvenirs.
Oh, I'm glad it went well.
Well, it was a bit of a shaky start, but he didn't need any help at all in the end.
Oh.
His mother would have been proud.
Oh, yes. I'm very proud of my lovely boy because he did it all by himself.
Bob's Boat the Boomerang is one of my favourite places in Sunnysands. Everyone loves it, including Great Aunt Loretta, Grandpa's sister.
Have I got news for you?
Can't wait to hear it.
Listen, I met Bob the boat in Miss Smiley's cafe. And he's going away for the night. So, I'm going to stay on his boat and look after it.
Hooray! Can I come? Can I have a sleepover on the boat? Please?
No, Josh, I don't think we can expect Aunt Loretta to look after you and the boat.
Quite, and I don't think she should go alone. I'll come and help you, Loretta.
What possible help could you be, Grandpa?
Now, you know what you're like in strange places. You get all spooked.
I do not get all spooked. There'll be nothing to spook me. And if there is, I've got Ratty to keep me safe.
Oh, well, we needn't worry then, need we?
Loretta, are you sure?
Have green gloop. Will travel.
Green gloop is Aunt Loretta's disgusting spinach and sprout shake.
I shan't have a fishy when the boat comes in.
This isn't going to end well.
Nope.
Oh, yes. Tonight she was going to find out about things that go bump on a boat. So that evening, Bob told her how everything worked.
And here's your bed, Loretta. There.
That's lovely, that is.
Well, that should cover everything.
What about the,
All right.
Great Aunt Loretta never says the word toilet out loud because she thinks it's rude.
Here, I'll show you how it works.
So, Bob showed her how it worked.
There you go. Easy, eh?
Easy lemon squeezy. And I've got Ratty to keep me safe.
Just as well, because my boat can be quite spooky at night time. You don't want to be spooked, do you?
You.
Well, that's it. I'm off.
And off went Bob, leaving Great Aunt Loretta alone on the boomerang with Ratty to keep her safe.
You will keep me safe, won't you?
Back home, Grandpa was going to read me a story.
Well, I wonder how Loretta's getting on.
We were about to find out.
Hello? Mill on the Marsh.
Oh, I can't open the window, it's stuck. And I can't turn off the stove, it won't budge. And worst of all, I can't flush the...
I'll be right there, Loretta. She can't open the window, or turn off the stove, or flush the...
Of course she can't.
And soon, everything was working perfectly.
Oh, right, thank you. Right, run along, I'm fine.
So, Uncle CJ came back to the mill and left her on the boat with Ratty.
She won't last the night alone, Josh. For one thing, she'll break everything on Bob's boat.
Right, all done. Time for bed, Josh. I'll go get you some milk.
And I think I'll have an early night, CJ. There's nothing for it, Josh. Who knows what will happen if she's left alone? I'll have to go.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can.
Now you know when Grandpa shrinks, he can run so fast you can't catch him.
Grandpa!
And his magic can make things go, like my cousin Jason's car. Come back! Or the Sunnysands train. Today, he jumped into my helicopter.
Open the door, please. Don't worry, Josh. I'll be back.
And with that, Grandpa flew out of the window. Very soon, Grandpa arrived at Bob's boat, the Boomerang, and landed on the deck. Inside, Great Aunt Loretta had got into bed, and she was already feeling spooked.
I don't like this very much. You keep a lookout, Ratty.
Just then, Grandpa slid down the banisters and ran across the floor to hide. Suddenly, an owl hooted.
What was that?
Great Aunt Loretta dropped Ratty.
I think it's a wolf. Oh, Ratty. Oh, Ratty, where are you?
Grandpa kicked Ratty back to Great Aunt Loretta.
Oh, there you are. Oh, how did you get there?
Just then, a breeze blew and the boat began to make creaky noises.
What's that creaky noise? It's a monster and it's coming to get me. Oh.
Great Aunt Loretta upset the green glue.
What are we going to do, Ratty? There's a wolf and a monster and it's all too spooky for me. I know. Glass of water.
Grandpa saw the green glue dripping all over Bob's shiny floor. He got a bucket to catch the drips. Just then, the wind began to blow.
What's that noise? Ah! This is getting worse and worse. Oh, the monster's howling because he's hungry. Go away, spooky monsters. Shoo, shoo. Perhaps he's after my green gloop. Ah! He's had it already. Or someone has. Oh, I don't like this, Ratty. There's something in here.
Grandpa turned off the tap that she'd left running.
Oh, I'm going to shut the window so nothing else spooky can get in here. Oh, more water.
He had to hide, and fast. Grandpa was too late.
Ah!
She saw the cloth moving.
Spooky thing moving on the draining board. Ah!
Great Aunt Loretta grabbed the phone. I couldn't sleep. I was really worried about Grandpa. As soon as I heard the phone, I jumped out of bed.
All right, Loretta, yes, just keep calm. I'll be right there. No, there won't be a monster. I promise. Calm down. I'll have to go. I'll wake Grandpa up so he can look after you.
No! I mean, I can come with you. I'm wide awake. Maybe I can help.
Go and get dressed.
So off we went to the boomerang.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, it's been terrible.
And while Great Aunt Loretta told Uncle CJ all about the spooky stuff, I found Grandpa.
First there was a wolf.
An owl.
And then there was a hungry monster.
The wind.
And then there was something spooky moving on the draining board.
Ah, that was me, under the dishcloth. Whoops.
I'll tell you what, Loretta. Come up on deck and I'll show you what's making the noises.
So Uncle CJ took her up on deck, and I got to chat to Grandpa.
Oh, Josh, am I glad to see you. Now, here's what I want you to do. You've got to convince Loretta that she has a brilliant imagination, that it was all in her head, right?
Right.
And then you can go home with Uncle CJ, and I'll follow in the helicopter, right?
Right.
See? It was just a breeze and the ropes making the creaky noise, and the wind making a howly noise, and an owl making a hooty noise.
No, it was a monster, I tell you. A spooky monster.
Great Aunt Loretta was going to be hard to convince.
Josh, I didn't realise you brought your helicopter. Best not leave it on deck, eh?
Bother.
I was going to have to get Grandpa home some other way now. He told me to get on with the plan.
The thing is, Great Aunt Loretta, you have such a brilliant imagination. You're so clever.
Oh, really? Oh, well, maybe I am.
Yes, you heard the creaky sound on the wind and you imagined they were wolves and monsters.
You could be right. I do have ever such a good imagination.
So good that you imagine this cloth was a spooky thing. Woo!
Do you know you're right? Ooh, so Ratty did look after me after all. It was all in my head. My very clever head.
Come on, into bed with you.
While Uncle CJ got her back into bed, I quickly picked up Grandpa and put him in my pocket.
Hey, good job Grandpa wasn't here. He'd have been frightened out of his wits.
When we got back home, I ran upstairs. I put Grandpa down. He took off his shrinking cap and came back to his normal size.
We did it, Josh. I stopped Bob's boat from being ruined, and you calmed Loretta down. What do we call it? Teamwork. I've got to go. I'm supposed to be in bed.
Here you are, Josh. Back to bed now, my little hero.
The next morning, Bob came round to thank Great Aunt Loretta.
You're welcome, Bob.
So it wasn't at all spooky, eh?
Oh no, you and Ratty weren't spooked, were you, Loretta?
Of course we weren't. As if I'd be worried about spooky things. Whoa.
No. Oh, I guess you need a really good imagination to believe in spooky things.
That's right. Oh.
There's so much to do in Sunnysands. We can play on the beach or go to the harbour to see Bob's boat. Sometimes we go to Mr. Mentor's lighthouse or Miss Smiley's cafe. But today we were staying at home at the Mill on the Marsh.
A helicopter landing pad, that's what's needed. Quick. Get that out of the way.
Perfect.
There we go.
Grandpa and I had been making a really cool jungle out of modelling clay, which is one of the things you can buy at Mr. Whoops' toy shop. Mr. Whoops is called Mr. Whoops because he's always having little accidents. He can't stop falling over.
How could I be so clumsy?
We all think it's the best toy shop in the world, but today, things weren't going too well.
Oh, I am very worried. What if Mr. Whoops can't find the right thing?
My friend Huey was there with Amelie.
What are we going to do, Huey?
Amelie was looking after him during the holidays while his mum and dad were at work.
We have to get the right thing or your mummy will be cross with me.
And Amelie was a customer in a Fluster. Just then, Mr. Whoops came in from the storeroom.
Now these are all the dinosaur puppet kits. Whoops!
And had one of his little accidents.
How could I be so clumsy?
Oh, no. This is no good. I ordered the Micropachycephalosaurus puppy kit a week ago. It should be here, no?
I'm sorry. Perhaps there's another one you could have while you're waiting. How about a pterodactyl puppet kit?
Huey has already done it.
Okay, what about a triceratops?
Done it.
Aha! I've got a Bambi raptor. I bet you haven't done that one.
I have. It lived about 75 million years ago and was the size of a small deer.
Huey, he knows all the dinosaurs in the world. It is dinosaur this, dinosaur that. If you ask me, it is not very interesting. Buff.
I think dinosaurs are extremely interesting. I'm just sorry there's no microwavy pastisaurus.
Micropachycephalosaurus.
Then please, you must drive to the factory and get one now.
I would, but I can't see. I have to stay and look after the toy shop.
Oh, that's okay. I can do this job, no problem.
Oh, no, I don't think so. Ooh la la. I'll call a friend.
So Mr. Whoops picked up the phone and guess who he called? My Uncle CJ.
Of course I can come over, Mr. Whoops. What's that? Speak up, I can't hear you.
I've got a customer in a fluster.
A customer in a fluster?
A customer in a fluster? Oh dear.
Well, I'll do the best I can. Be right there. I've got to go to the toy shop to look after a difficult customer. Mr. Whoops needs to go and fetch a special toy from the factory. You'd better come with me, Josh.
I'll come too. I'm good with difficult customers.
No, you're not, Grandpa. Whenever we have a difficult customer here, you go and have a little lie down.
That's true. Does the trick, though.
I'll just check on our guests.
I think I should go and help. I just have to find another way.
By being small.
You've guessed it.
Not the shrinking cat, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
You know what happens when Grandpa shrinks. He jumps onto things and climbs up things. Grandpa! He can get into things and he can get under things. But most amazing of all is that his magic can make things go. Like our cousin Jason's toy car. And his little plane. And Gordon the seagull.
Can't
and dresses up and flies the Captain Jumpsuit spaceship. He makes our toys magic too, like Elsie's Mrs. Ostrich. And my digger. But today, he decided to take my helicopter. So he took off from the helipad and flew out of the door. Fly safely, Grandpa. See you there. Just then, Uncle CJ came downstairs.
Grandpa gone for a little lie down already, has he? Good. It was a silly idea his coming with us. Come on.
So off we went in campo, and Uncle CJ said,
I don't understand why anyone would be difficult in Mr. Whoops' toy shop.
and I said, nor do I. It's the best toy shop in the world. When we arrived, Emily was still in a fluster.
Oh, this is hopeless. If I don't go home with the right thing, I am in trouble with his mummy.
Help is at hand.
Oh, at last, we are waiting and waiting.
Grandpa flew in and landed out of sight, so nobody would see him.
Oh, am I glad to see you? I'm in such a tizzy. I don't know if I'm coming or going.
Well, if you're in a tizzy, you shouldn't drive, Mr. Whoops. Why don't I go to the factory and you stay here?
Grandpa thought this was a good idea, and so did Mr. Whoops.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Now, you need to pick up a dinosaur puppet kit for a microchippy silly sausagesaurus.
Micropacky Cephalosaurus.
That.
Okay. Do you want to stay here, Josh?
Yes, I know Huey anyway. We do karate together.
Whoops!
Oh, Mr. Whoops, what are you doing? Please, will you hurry up and go? Go!
Going.
I had to get everyone out of the way so I could talk to Grandpa. And I had an idea.
I think Mr. Whoops needs a bandage. You'll find some in the storeroom. Okay, Emily, can you help me?
So, now I am a nurse, huh?
Now I could talk to Grandpa.
So, Grandpa, what's the plan?
The best way to deal with a difficult customer is to keep them entertained. Now, you see those playing cards up there? Try and get Huey and Emily to play Snap.
Got it. Just then, the others came back.
We cannot do all this waiting, Huey. We go to another toy shop, no?
Oh, please don't. I'm sure the microscopic spider octopus will arrive any moment.
How about we all play Snap while we're waiting?
Snap? What is this Snap?
I'd like to play.
Brilliant! I'll get the cards.
Grandpa was pleased. But then, this happened.
Mr. Whoops, are you okay?
Grandpa wanted to talk to me.
I've got another idea, but I think it'll work better if Huey and Emily are on their own. Can you get Mr. Whoops out the back?
Sure, and you be careful, Grandpa.
I'm always careful.
Mr. Whoops was back on his feet.
I think you need a little lie down, Mr. Whoops.
Yes, I think you're right. My head's all of a spin.
Oh, Huey, now I am really scared. If we don't have the right thing, your mummy will be cross with me. And
No, she won't. She likes you. Calm down.
So Emily tried to calm down. Now was Grandpa's chance. While nobody was looking, he got inside a huge monster toy. And he did this.
Hello. Come and play.
Emily, come and look at this.
No, I cannot.
Tickle my tummy. Tickle my tummy.
So Huey tickled the monster's tummy and it did this.
Emily, look. This toy's incredible.
Scratch my ears. Oh, that's better. Tickle my tummy.
Zut alors. Incredible.
Pat me on the back.
The plan was working. Emily was being entertained. Just then, Uncle CJ came back.
I've got it.
You've got it?
You've got it.
Yes. I won't say its name, but I know it's what you want.
No, we don't want it. We want the talking monster.
The talking monster?
Yes, he is wonderful. You scratch his ears and tickle his tummy and he goes, hee 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 hee. Oh, I love him.
Grandpa was still inside the toy. I had to do something.
Hold on. You'll soon get tired of the talking monster. It's much more fun when you make something of your own. You can make it talk and say anything you like. Josh is right. You know Mummy likes me to make things. and you really want to please Huey's mummy.
This is true. Okay, if you think Mummy will be happy, we will have what will make Mummy happy. Both.
Buff, whatever that means.
Oh! I'll wrap it up for you.
This gave Grandpa a chance to get out of the monster.
Voila! Oh.
He ran over to the helicopter and flew out of the door. Now everyone was happy. It was time to go home. Grandpa was in the helicopter and we were close behind in Campo. Down the country lanes we went, all the way to the mill on the marsh. Grandpa got back just ahead of us. He landed on the helicopter pad. Then he took off his cap and came back to his normal size.
Well done, Josh. Thanks for rescuing me. I was nearly sold just then to a difficult customer.
It was teamwork.
Teamwork.
Oh, Grandpa, glad you're up. Honestly, I've never known so much fuss over a puppet dinosaur kit. What was it? A micro-puppy...
Micropachycephalosaurus.
Yes, Grandpa. How on earth did you know that?
Lucky guess.
We love Sunnysands because it's sunny and it's sandy and it's right by the sea. We love playing on the beach and we love staying at the mill on the marsh too. Today, Uncle CJ and Auntie Jules had gone out with Elsie, so I was playing with Grandpa.
Ah, 3 golden galaxies for me.
We were playing the Captain Dumbletwit board game, but we weren't quite alone. Great Aunt Loretta, that's Grandpa's sister, was doing some cleaning.
Do you have to, Loretta?
It's all right for you sitting there on your big backside all day. We've got last-minute guests coming, remember?
Oh, yes, his grandfather and his grandson, I believe.
Yes.
And just then, the doorbell went.
Oh, now. Oh, you hide the mucksucker, Josh.
Oh, I wish CJ and Jules hadn't gone out. Loretta looking after our guests is just asking for trouble.
Great Aunt Loretta showed the new guests in.
Grandad Godfrey and grandson Matty.
Welcome to Mill on the Marsh.
How do you do? What a delightful place.
And this is Grandpa. But he has lots of little lie-downs, so he shouldn't bother you too much.
Hi, I'm Josh. Hi.
Just then, Matty saw the Dumbletwit game.
You like Captain Dumbletwit?
Oh, yes, we're great fans.
So are we. It's the best cartoon out there. We even dress up and act out Captain Dumbletwit stories.
Oh, that's what they do. 2 peas in a pod, you are.
I've got a Captain Dumbletwit costume.
Fantastic! I've got a Diabolical Dave costume.
It's in a suitcase.
I'll show you.
I'll tell you what. I'll go and put on my Captain Dumbletwit costume and then we can act out a story together. The children will love it.
And so will we. I'll get my costume out now.
My grandpa went to get changed, and Matty's grandpa went to unlock his case.
Don't do it yet. Wait a minute. I haven't finished your welcome. Allow me to present your complimentary welcome drink. I prepared it myself, specially earlier. Green gloop. Yum.
Green gloop is spinach and sprout shake, and it tastes disgusting. Matty didn't like the smell of it at all.
Drink up. I'll hang up your coat. Oh, well, I never. You really are like 2 peas in a pod. Grandpa's got a cap just like this. I'll show you.
No, don't.
There we are, look. Woo-hoo. Identical. Woo-hoo. You can't tell them apart.
This was a disaster. I had to do something, or there was going to be a mix-up at the mill. Aunt Loretta wouldn't give me Grandpa's cap.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Then Grandpa came back.
What are you doing, Loretta?
Please,
give me back my cap.
Captain Dumbletwit to the rescue, eh?
Catch me if you can.
Loretta, you're being ridiculous.
Great Aunt Loretta knocked over the case, and the key fell out of the padlock.
The key's fallen out of the padlock.
The key's fallen out of the padlock? What? Where?
Then Great Aunt Loretta kicked the key into the mouse hole.
She kicked the key into the mouse hole.
Kick the key into the mouse hole? Oh no! Now I can't unlock our case. We've got our holiday clothes in it.
Stuff for the beach.
Not to mention my diabolical Dave costume.
This is all your fault, Grandpa. Making such a fuss about your stupid cap. I was only having a bit of fun. Here, take it.
Grandpa was cross, and so was Grandad Godfrey.
Well, aren't you going to try to get it out?
No point. We can't get it out from there. It's all dark and dusty. And there's a ginormous mouse in there. Ugh. I hate mice, me.
But I've got to get into my case. We haven't got any other clothes. Our toothbrushes are in there.
No, I'll sort it. Come on, I'll show you up to your rooms. No, on second thoughts, I think I'll put you downstairs. I hadn't realised you were so old.
I knew she'd cause trouble. Never mind, I can still get the key back.
But how?
By being small.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa.
But this time Grandpa didn't shrink.
You've got the wrong cap.
What?
Grandad Godfrey has got a cap exactly like yours. Great Aunt Loretta swapped them over.
Well, we better swap them back again and fast.
Don't worry, I'll go.
So I ran to Grandad Godfrey's bedroom, where Great Aunt Loretta was trying to unlock the case with a knitting needle.
Please, leave it to me.
No, I can manage. No, if this doesn't work, I'll break it open with a hammer.
I knocked on the door, and Great Aunt Loretta said,
Oh, go away, Josh, we're busy.
But it's about the cap.
Be off with you, and stop bothering the guests.
I rushed back to Grandpa.
Any luck?
Sorry, Great Aunt Loretta wouldn't even let me in the room.
We've got to do something. Whatever happens, Godfrey mustn't put on my shrinking cap.
Good riddance to bad rubbish.
What's happened?
Grandad Godfrey and his grandson. They're so fed up about the case that they're moving to another hotel, and it's all your fault.
But they can't leave. We've made friends, and Godfrey's got my cap.
Will you stop going on about your wretched cap? You never even wear it.
Run after them, Josh. Don't let them leave.
But they were already on their way.
I was so looking forward to playing Captain Dumbletwit with Grandpa too. It's such a pity.
Stop, please don't go.
Look, it's a lovely place, but I'm afraid we don't want to stay.
No!
I'm sorry, but I've made up my mind.
Not the shrink cap.
What's the matter?
The cap is the wrong one.
Oh, sorry, didn't notice. Here.
I had it at last.
Please don't go to another hotel. I'll get the key for you.
Yeah, but how? It's right under the floorboards.
And there's a ginormous mouse. He's very friendly. He might even help us. Just stay right there. I'll be back in a few minutes. Shrinking cap, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
You know what happens when Grandpa shrinks? He runs about so fast, he's impossible to catch.
Grandpa!
He can get into things, and he can get under things. He loves driving Jason's toy car, and the Sunnysands train, and Gordon the seagull. Sometimes he hovers about in my helicopter. And he's even been known to fly the Captain Dumbletwit spaceship. But he didn't use any of those things today because he was going under the floorboards.
Captain Dumbletwit to the rescue!
So Grandpa went to look for the suitcase key.
There it is.
But someone wasn't going to let him have it.
Oh no.
It was the mouse of the mill. Grandpa was taking ages. I was starting to worry about him. The mouse of the mill was chasing Grandpa up and down and round about. Grandad Godfrey and Matty came in.
Well, what's going on here? Have you found that key yet?
Nearly. And then Grandpa decided to chase the mouse up and down and round about, until at last it ran off.
Oh, I'm getting a bit old for all this.
Where's your grandpa?
Gone for a little lie down, I expect. I could do with one myself.
Aha!
Did you hear that, Grandad? It must be the ginormous mouse.
Just then, the ginormous mouse threw the key out of the hole.
The key! That's an amazing mouse you've got there.
Amazing!
Great!
If Grandpa came out of the hole, his secret would be out. I had to get our guests to leave the room.
You are going to stay, aren't you? I'd really like it, and I know Grandpa would too.
So would we, wouldn't we, Matty?
Brilliant! Why don't you start unpacking? In your bedroom. Like, right now.
Righto. After you.
So, Grandad Godfrey and Matty went back to their rooms to unpack.
You can come out, Grandpa. It's safe. Come on, quick.
Mission accomplished. I returned the key and our guests decided to stay. Teamwork, I call it.
It's totally
teamwork.
You're up now. That's good. Your ginormous mouse is amazing. He rescued the suitcase key.
Did he? Yes, he's very well trained.
And then Grandad Godfrey came in.
There you are, Captain Dumbleswitch.
Oh no, not Diabolical Dave. Great costume.
Yes, I know. Oh, by the way, thank you for unbundling the caps. It's just an ordinary old thing, but it's very precious to me.
Same here. I'm so glad you decided to stay.
Well, I couldn't miss out on a chance to act out a Captain Dumbleswitch story. Diabolical Dave invades the planet Woofletoof with his alien poodles.
Captain Dumbleswitch, off to save the universe!
Some people never grow up. Off to save the